The grand hall of the alien mansion glittered with light. Golden walls shone, crystal lamps sparkled, expensive music floated in the air. Hundreds of guests laughed and spoke. It was a dinner of the rich, the powerful, and the proud. At the center of the long silver table sat the millionaire alien mom. She was tall, elegant, and dressed in jewels that could buy a city. Her smile was perfect, her posture flawless. But inside her heart, she was broken. Her daughter, her only child, sat beside her in a floating chair. The girl's eyes were bright, but her body was weak. She had been paralyzed since birth. Doctors had said there was no cure. Even with all the money, all the technology, and all the alien medicine in the galaxy, nothing had worked. The girl could not walk. The alien mom lived with this silent pain every day. She showed no weakness in front of others, but each night when no one watched, she cried. As the dinner went on, servants placed golden plates in front of the guests. Music grew louder, voices mixed with laughter. It was supposed to be a night of celebration. But then something happened. The alien mom turned her head. Her eyes caught a movement beside her. At first she thought it was just her imagination. She blinked, stared again, and froze. Her daughter's hand was trembling. Fingers that had been lifeless for years were twitching. The alien mom's chest tightened. The plate slipped from her hand. Crash. The golden plate hit the floor. Food scattered everywhere. The entire hall went silent. All eyes turned to her. The rich guests frowned. Some gasped. But the alien mom did not care. She only stared at her daughter. The girl was moving. Slowly. Painfully. But she was moving. A whisper escaped the girl's lips. "Mom, I can feel my legs." The alien mom's hands shook. Her heart pounded like thunder. She wanted to believe, but fear filled her mind. No. This cannot be true. The doctor said impossible. Impossible. Yet, in front of her, the impossible was happening. The girl tried to stand. Her legs shook, weak like a newborn child's. But still, she pushed. The chair rattled. Her feet touched the floor. She pressed harder. The alien mom reached out in fear, ready to stop her, but the girl whispered again, louder this time. "Mom." "I'm walking." Gasps filled the hall. The rich aliens stood in shock. Some whispered prayers, others muttered in fear. The alien mom felt her heart split open. A dream she buried years ago, now alive. But how? Why now? And then she saw him. At the edge of the hall, near the great door, stood a human. He was plain, simple, with no jewels, no power, no title. His clothes were ordinary, his face calm. He watched silently with eyes that seemed to know everything. The alien mom had seen humans before. Most aliens saw them as weak creatures, fragile, small, too emotional. They were servants in many places, workers in others. No one thought they could do what alien science could not. But this one was different. When the alien mom's eyes met his, he gave a small nod, as if to say, "Yes, this is my work." Her heart raced. Could it be true? Could a human have done what no alien doctor could do? The guests began to murmur louder. "Impossible. A trick. Humans cannot heal." The alien mom's face burned with confusion. She wanted answers, but fear chained her tongue. She pulled her daughter close, holding her tightly. The girl was smiling now, tears shining in her eyes. "Mom," she whispered, "he helped me. The human helped me." The alien mom turned slowly, staring again at the stranger. He did not move. He only stood, calm, patient, waiting. The hall broke into noise. Some demanded the human be arrested. Others shouted to call the doctors. Guards rushed forward, weapons ready. But the alien mom raised her hand. "Stop," she commanded. Her voice was sharp, filled with power. The guards froze. The hall fell silent again. The alien mom stood tall, though inside she was shaking. Her mind was a storm. She wanted to ask him, "Who are you? What did you do to my child?" But instead, her lips formed different words. You, come with me. The human nodded once, quiet, obedient. Yet there was strength in his eyes. The alien mom turned to her guests. The dinner is over. One by one, the guests left, whispering, arguing, afraid. The hall emptied until only 3 remained: the alien mom, her daughter, and the human. The alien mom's hands trembled as she touched her daughter's cheek. Is it true? Did he really do this? The girl nodded. Yes, Mom. He made me believe I could stand. He made me believe I could walk. The alien mom closed her eyes. A tear slid down her face. She had spent fortunes on machines, on medicine, on science, and none of it had worked. Yet this simple human had done the impossible. But how? Her heart was filled with hope, but also with fear. If this was real, then everything she believed was wrong. She looked at the human again. He was silent, but his eyes spoke. This is only the beginning. And in that moment, the alien mom knew her life would never be the same. The mansion halls were quiet after the grand dinner ended. Only 3 figures remained in the wide golden chamber: the alien mom, her daughter, and the human stranger. Guards stood far away, still uneasy. They whispered to each other, ready to act if their lady gave the order. But the alien mom did not speak to them. Her eyes were fixed on the human. He looked ordinary. No armor, no glowing tools, no alien devices. His clothes were plain, his face calm, almost too calm for someone who had just shaken an entire world. The alien mom's voice was cold but trembling. You, human, step forward. The stranger obeyed without fear. He walked slowly, each step steady, as though he had nothing to hide. The daughter clung to her mother's arm. She was still standing, shaky, weak, but standing. Her eyes sparkled with hope. Mom, she whispered, he is the one. He helped me. The alien mom's heart beat faster. She wanted to believe. She wanted to scream with joy, but she could not. Years of disappointment chained her heart. She had been promised miracles before: doctors, healers, machines, all failures. She narrowed her eyes. What did you do to her? Tell me now. The human bowed his head slightly. His voice was low yet firm. I gave her something no doctor could give. I gave her belief. The alien mom frowned. Belief? Do not mock me. I paid galaxies for cures. None worked. And you, one human, claim you did what science cannot? The stranger's eyes did not move. Science has limits. Will does not. Your daughter's body was not broken, her spirit was. I reminded her spirit how to fight again. The words hit the alien mom like fire. Her people trusted machines, medicine, technology. They did not believe in things unseen. Lies, she hissed. You drugged her. You tricked her. But before she could say more, her daughter's voice cut through the silence. Mom, the girl said softly. He spoke to me. He sat beside me. He told me stories of humans who rose from nothing, people with broken bodies who stood again. He told me I could too. I believed him. And now, look. The girl lifted her foot and stepped forward. One small step, then another. Her legs shook, but they carried her. The alien mom's breath caught in her throat. The human said quietly, You see, it is not medicine. It is will. Humans survive because we never stop believing we can rise again. The alien mom studied him carefully. His eyes burned with strange fire, a strength she could not name, but in her mind, questions screamed. Why would a human come here? Why help her daughter? What price would he demand? She asked in a sharp tone. What do you want in return? Money? Status? A place among us? The human shook his head. I want nothing. Your daughter's smile is enough. The alien mom stared at him in disbelief. Nothing? No one ever did something for nothing. Her daughter tugged at her hand. Mom, please trust him. He is not like the others. But outside the chamber, whispers were already spreading. News had escaped. Servants had seen. Guests had talked. Across the city, rumors grew like fire. A human healed the unhealable. A human made the millionaire's daughter walk. Impossible. In the higher courts of the alien empire, fear was rising. If humans could do this, what else could they do? Could they change wars? Could they bend the future? The alien mom felt the weight of this danger pressing down. If the leaders found out, they would come. They would take the human. They would not ask. She looked at him again, and for the first time she felt not just doubt, but fear. "Do you understand what you have done?" she whispered. "You have changed everything. My people will not accept this. They will call you dangerous. They will call you a weapon." The human finally smiled, but it was a sad smile. Humans have always been called dangerous, sometimes because of our weakness, sometimes because of our strength. It does not matter. What matters is, your daughter is free. The alien mom turned to her daughter. The girl was standing proudly now, tears rolling down her cheeks. "Mom, I can walk. For the first time in my life I can walk. Please do not send him away." The alien mom's chest ached. She wanted to embrace them both, but her mind screamed warnings. Heavy footsteps echoed in the hall. The guards looked at each other nervously. Then the great doors swung open. Alien officials marched inside, dressed in black uniforms, their eyes cold. The alien mom's mind raced. Should she give him up and keep her safety, or protect him and risk everything? Her daughter's voice broke the silence. "Mom, please, don't let them take him." The alien mom gripped her daughter's hand, tightly. Her heart was torn in two. Wealth, power, safety on one side. Her daughter's miracle and this strange human on the other. She looked at the officials. She looked at the human. And then, with trembling lips, she whispered, "No. He stays with me." Gasps filled the hall. The officials' eyes narrowed. Soldiers raised their weapons. The human finally spoke again, his voice calm and steady. "Then prepare yourself. For now, the real fight begins." The mansion was no longer safe. Soldiers stood outside, their black armor shining under the alien moons. Officials waited for the command to storm inside, but within the golden hall, time felt frozen. The alien mom stood tall, holding her daughter close. The human stranger remained calm, as if soldiers and weapons meant nothing to him. The officials repeated their demand. "The human must come with us. He is dangerous. His tricks must be examined." The alien mom's voice trembled, but her words were sharp. "He is not dangerous, he is my guest, and he will not leave with you." The officials exchanged looks of shock. Few ever dared to defy the empire. One official stepped forward, his voice like steel. "Do not forget who you are speaking to. Refuse, and you risk everything you own." But the alien mom no longer cared for wealth. She looked at her daughter, standing, breathing, glowing with life, and her heart hardened. "You cannot take him," she said firmly. The human finally spoke, his voice quiet but strong. "If they want me, they must understand the truth first. Watch her." He turned to the girl. "Take a step, child." The girl nodded. Slowly, carefully, she moved forward. 1 step, 2 steps. Her legs shook, but they held. Gasps filled the room. The officials froze, their eyes wide. They had read reports, but seeing it with their own eyes was different. The girl smiled bravely. "I can walk now, because of him." The officials muttered among themselves. Some whispered of miracles. Others spoke of threats. The leader shouted, "This is unnatural. Alien science has ruled for centuries. If humans can do this, what else are they hiding? This cannot be allowed." The alien mom snapped, her voice sharp like a blade. "You call it unnatural. I call it life. My daughter is alive again because of him. Would you take that from me?" The human raised his hand gently, calming the storm. "This is not trickery. This is not magic. It is the human spirit. We have survived wars, pain and loss because we refused to give up. I only gave her a spark. She lit her own fire. The girl, now braver, walked across the hall without holding her mother's hand. Each step steadied her legs. Each movement made her stronger. The alien mom's eyes filled with tears. For years, she had prayed to see this moment, and now it was real. But the officials were not moved by love. They were moved by fear. One whispered, "If humans spread this power, the empire will change forever." Another said, "This cannot remain secret. The council must know." The leader gave a cold nod. "Take him." At once, soldiers marched forward. Weapons hummed with deadly energy. The alien mom stood in their way. "Touch him, and you face me." The soldiers hesitated. She was powerful, rich, and respected. But orders were orders. Then, something unexpected happened. The girl stepped forward, away from her mother, away from the human. She raised her hand to the soldiers. "Stop," she said. Her voice was clear, steady. For the first time, her body stood straight without trembling. The soldiers froze in shock. Her mother whispered, "Child, no." But the girl's eyes burned with new strength. "You don't see him as I do. He gave me back my life. You call him dangerous? Then I am dangerous too. If you take him, you must take me." Silence fell. Even the officials did not expect such defiance from a girl once thought weak and helpless. The human smiled faintly. He had seen this before. Humans rising. From chains, broken ones finding strength. And now this alien child carried that same fire. The leader gritted his teeth. "This is only the beginning. Today a girl walks, tomorrow 1,000 more. The empire cannot allow humans to become symbols of power." The alien mom shouted, "Symbols of power? He is a symbol of hope. You fear hope because it is stronger than your weapons." The officials glared at her. "Then you are a traitor to your own kind." The alien mom's heart raced. She had crossed the line. Her wealth, her safety, her standing, gone. But she no longer cared. Her daughter's smile was worth more than all of it. The human stepped forward calmly, placing himself between the alien mom, her daughter, and the soldiers. His voice was steady. "You want to know the truth? Then understand this. Humans are not dangerous because of what we build. We are dangerous because we do not stop. You can chain our bodies, but never our spirit." His words echoed in the hall like thunder. Even the soldiers lowered their weapons for a moment, but the officials were not done. "If you will not come willingly," the leader hissed, "then you will be hunted." He turned sharply. "Leave. For now." The soldiers followed, but their eyes promised they would return. The doors slammed shut, leaving silence in the hall. The alien mom's chest rose and fell quickly. Her daughter rushed into her arms, standing tall, hugging tightly. The human whispered, "They will come again. Next time, with greater force." The alien mom asked in a trembling voice, "What do we do?" The human's eyes hardened. "We leave. Tonight." The alien mom's heart pounded. Run. Leave her empire, her wealth, her name. But then she looked at her daughter, walking freely, smiling, alive. She knew the answer. "We run," she whispered, and so in the shadows of night, the impossible recovery became the spark of something greater, a fight that would shake the galaxy. The night sky above the alien city was filled with silver lights and glowing towers, but inside the mansion, silence ruled. The alien mom stood in her private chamber, her daughter by her side, and the human stranger in the shadows. Her hands trembled as she packed a small case. Jewels, credits, and gold filled her drawers, but she took none of them. Wealth meant nothing now. Wealth could not protect her daughter. She looked at the human. His face was calm, but his eyes carried a warning. "They will return soon," he said. "And this time, they will not leave without me or her." The alien mom shivered. She had defied the empire, and now the weight of her choice pressed heavy on her heart. She had chosen hope over safety, love over obedience. But every choice carried a price. Her daughter clung to her hand. The girl stood firmly now. No chair to carry her, no machines to hold her up. She was walking on her own, proud and alive. "Mom," the girl whispered, "I'm not afraid." The alien mom's throat tightened. Her daughter had been fragile all her life. Now, in the face of danger, she was braver than her mother. From outside, the low hum of engines shook the air. Warships. They were coming. The alien mom turned sharply to the human. "Tell me the truth. How did you do this? What secret do you hold? Why can my daughter walk?" The human's voice was steady but soft. "There is no secret," she believed. That belief became strength. Humans have done this for centuries. Rising after wars, rebuilding after loss, standing even when broken. I showed her the path, but she walked it. The alien mom shook her head. But belief cannot fight soldiers. Belief cannot stop ships. The way human looked into her eyes. No, but belief gives courage. And courage changes destiny. Before she could answer, the walls shook. A voice thundered through loudspeakers outside the mansion. "Millionaire of House Jera, you are ordered to surrender the human, refuse, and you will be declared enemy of the Empire." The alien mom froze. Her name, once spoken with respect, now carried a curse. Enemy of the Empire. Her daughter's small voice broke the silence. "Mom, please don't let them take him." The alien mom's heart cracked. She had spent her life protecting her daughter with money, with guards, with power. But none of it had worked. Only this strange human had given her child life again. She turned to him. "If we run, where will we go? The Empire rules every world." The human's eyes glowed with quiet fire. "Then we go where they cannot rule, into the unknown." The alien mom stared at him. The unknown. For her kind, that word meant fear. For humans, it meant freedom. The daughter spoke again, stronger now. "Mom, I don't care where we go. I just want to walk. I just want to live." Tears burned the alien mom's eyes. She pulled her daughter close, then looked at the human. "Then guide us. Show us the way." The human nodded. "But know this. At the edge of the estate, a small ship waited, hidden in the shadows. It was old, human-made, simple compared to alien vessels. But its engines purred like a beast ready to run." The alien mom's breath caught. This ship will outrun them," the human answered calmly. "Not outrun, outsmart." They climbed aboard. The daughter sat near the front, her legs shaking, but her face bright with determination. Engines roared. The mansion behind them began to glow with the red lights of soldiers approaching. Shadows filled the gardens. The Empire was closing in. The alien mom gripped the controls tightly. "Once we leave, there is no turning back." The human placed a hand on her shoulder. "Once you leave, there is only forward." With a sharp pull, the ship lifted into the night. Towers flashed by, lights blurred, alarms screamed. The alien mom's heart raced as beams of energy shot past them. The Empire was firing. Her daughter cried out, "Mom, faster!" The human pressed buttons, guiding the path. "Hold steady. Don't fight speed with speed. Fight it with mind." The ship dipped, spun, and vanished into narrow alleys of the sky, weaving between towers. Enemy ships followed, their weapons glowing. The alien mom clenched her teeth. "We cannot keep this up forever." The human's voice was steady. "No, but we only need one chance, one opening." As if the galaxy answered, the clouds split. Stars appeared above, wide and endless. Beyond them, freedom. The human pointed. "There, breakthrough." The alien mom pushed the ship higher. Engines screamed, enemy fire rained. But the ship broke. Past the clouds, soaring into the black sea of space. Alarms faded. The stars surrounded them. Silence returned. The daughter laughed, her voice like music. "We made it, we escaped." The alien mom hugged her tightly, tears flowing freely. But the human's eyes stayed cold. No. This is only the beginning. The Empire will not stop. They will chase us across worlds. And the more they fear hope, the more they will hunt us. The alien mom nodded slowly. She knew he was right. The price of healing was freedom, but freedom demanded everything. She looked at her daughter, alive and walking, then at the endless stars. For the first time in her life, she was not afraid. Then let them chase. She whispered, "We will not stop." And the ship vanished into the unknown, carrying with it a new fire that would soon ignite the galaxy. The stars stretched like endless rivers of light as the small human ship darted through space. Behind it, the black warships of the Empire followed, their engines roaring like thunder across the void. Inside the ship, the alien mom gripped the controls with trembling hands. Her heart pounded with every red flash of enemy fire. She had piloted luxury cruisers before, smooth, easy vessels meant for slow travel, but never a ship like this. This was survival. Her daughter sat in the seat beside her, holding tight, her eyes wide but burning with courage. The human stood behind them, his voice steady as stone. "Do not run in straight lines," he said. "Think like prey that refuses to be caught. Move where they least expect." The alien mom hissed, "They are faster. They are stronger." The human's eyes narrowed. "But they are not wiser. Trust me." The small ship dived sharply. Enemy fire missed by inches. The daughter gasped, but she did not cry. For the first time she was running, not with legs alone, but with a ship, with her life, with her freedom. The alien mom shouted over the alarms. "Where do we go? There is nowhere safe." The human leaned close. "There is always somewhere safe, but first we must make them doubt. Doubt makes hunters weak." The ship darted between asteroid fields, weaving through sharp rocks. The Empire ships followed, crashing into stones, firing wildly. Sparks lit the darkness. The daughter laughed, her voice filled with new life. "Mom, we're winning!" The alien. Mom smiled for a brief second, but the human shook his head. "Not yet. They will not stop. To them, I am not a man. I am a weapon. And you," he looked at the girl, "you are proof that their empire can be broken." The alien mom's heart twisted. She had once dreamed of nothing but safety, power, and control. But now she understood. They were no longer just running for themselves. They were running for something greater. Suddenly, warning lights filled the cockpit. The human's eyes hardened. "They are surrounding us." From the darkness, more ships appeared. Dozens. Black wings spreading like predators. The small vessel was caught. The alien mom whispered, "It's over." But the human's voice cut through her fear. "It is never over. Not until we stop." Breathing. The enemy commander's voice crackled through the ship's comms. "Cold, sharp, merciless. Alien traitor of House Jera. Human stranger. Surrender now. You have no path forward." The alien mom looked at her daughter. The girl shook her head firmly. "No, Mom, don't stop, please. We can't stop." The alien mom closed her eyes. She remembered years of watching her daughter sit helpless, her small legs lifeless. She remembered crying alone, hiding her pain. And she remembered tonight, when that same child had stood, walked, and smiled like the sun itself. Her eyes snapped, open. She turned to the human. "Tell me what to do." The human placed a hand on the control panel. "Do the unthinkable. Fly into the storm." The alien mom frowned. "What storm?" He pointed ahead. Through the starfield, a violent whirl of purple and blue energy twisted. A cosmic storm, deadly and wild. Lightning cracked across the void, tearing asteroids apart. Her breath caught. "That storm will kill us." The human's voice was calm. "Maybe, but it will kill them too. The only difference is, they fear it. We do not." The daughter's voice rang clear. "Mom, please. I am not afraid. The alien mom's hands shook. Every instinct screamed to turn back, to surrender. But then she thought of the Empire's cages, the chains they would put on the human, the chair they would force her daughter back into. She snarled, "Hold on." The ship roared forward, plunging into the storm. Energy cracked around them, shaking the hull. Lights flickered. The daughter gripped the seat, laughing and crying at once. Behind them, the Empire ships hesitated. Some pulled back, unwilling to risk the storm. Others followed, their weapons firing wildly. Lightning struck one of the pursuers. The ship exploded in a silent flash. Another was ripped apart by a spinning asteroid. The human stood tall, his eyes glowing with strange, "Come, do you see? Fear is their chain, hope is ours." The alien mom fought the controls, guiding the ship through chaos. Sparks rained inside. The storm screamed louder than her heart, but she pushed forward, refusing to let go. Suddenly, silence. The ship burst out of the storm, into open space. Stars stretched before them, endless and pure. The daughter cheered, leaping from her seat, standing strong. "We made it! We're free!" The alien mom let out a shaky laugh, tears streaming down her face. She hugged her child tightly. But the human's eyes stayed on the storm behind them. "Not free, not yet. They will return. They always return. But now they know you are more than they feared," the alien mom whispered. "And now?" The human turned, his voice quiet, but filled with fire. "Now, we run farther. Now, we show them what hope can do." The daughter stepped forward, her small legs steady. "Then let's keep running, let's never stop." The alien mom smiled through her tears. For the first time in her life, running did not feel like losing. Running felt like fighting. Running felt like winning. The small ship vanished into the stars, carrying with it not just 3 lives, but the spark of a story that would soon burn across the galaxy. The storm was far behind them, but its echoes still rattled inside the alien mom's mind. She sat in the small cockpit, her hands trembling, her body weak with exhaustion. Yet her heart was alive, burning with something she had not felt in years. Hope. Her daughter stood near the window, staring at the endless stars. Her small hands, pressed against the glass, her legs steady beneath her. She was walking now, standing now because of the human. The sight made the alien mom's eyes water again, but fear lingered. The Empire would never stop. She knew it. The human knew it. He stood in the shadows of the ship, quiet as always, his eyes watching the stars. Finally, the alien mom turned to him. Her voice was sharp, filled with demand. "Enough. I want answers. No more mysteries. Who are you, really? How did you give my daughter what no machine, no doctor, no empire could give?" The alien. Mom's breath caught. His words sounded simple, yet they cut deep. She thought of her daughter. The girl had lived in silence, in weakness, for years. Machines had failed her. Medicine had failed her. But one human's words, one spark of belief, had broken the chains. The daughter turned, her eyes bright. "It's true, Mom. When he spoke to me, I felt something, like fire in my heart. I believed I could stand, and I did." The alien mom's knees weakened. She sat down, covering her face with her hands. This cannot be real. You speak of miracles." The human shook his head. "Not miracles. Humanity. We have survived on worlds that tried to kill us. We have buried cities in ashes and built them again. We have walked through centuries of pain and never given up. That is why I could help her. Not with medicine, but with the one thing your people have forgotten. Hope." Silence filled the ship. The alien mom's heart ached. Hope. A word so small, yet it had shaken the Empire tonight. But even as she thought, alarms flashed on the console. Enemy signals. The human's voice grew grim. "They are coming again." The alien mom cursed under her breath. "We cannot keep running forever." The human turned to her. His voice was calm, but sharper now. "You don't understand. You are no longer running. You are carrying something new. Do you not see it? Your daughter's steps are more dangerous to the Empire than any weapon. To them, she is proof that humans can break their order. The daughter stepped forward bravely. Then let them see me. I am not afraid. Her mother's eyes widened. Child, but the human raised his hand. She is right. Fear is what they want, but courage is what they cannot kill. Let them see. Moments later, enemy ships appeared on the edge of the stars, sleek, black, countless. The comm crackled with the voice of the Empire's commander. Cold, cruel. You cannot escape forever. Surrender the human, or you will be destroyed. The alien mom's chest rose and fell. She wanted to scream, to cry, to protect her daughter. But before she could speak, the human stepped to the console. He pressed the comm button, and then, in a steady voice, he spoke to the Empire itself. You call me dangerous. You are right, but not for the reason you think. I carry no weapon. I carry no army. What I carry is far stronger. I carry will. I carry hope. I carry the truth that even the broken can rise again. Look at the child beside me. You said she would never walk. Now she runs. And soon others will too. You can destroy this ship, but you cannot destroy what she represents. The alien mom stared at him in shock. He had spoken not only to her, but to every ear that listened across the stars. The daughter stood tall, her small voice ringing clear into the comm. I am proof. I walk now, and you cannot stop me. The silence that followed was heavy. The enemy commander's voice finally returned, colder than ever. Then you have declared war, human, and war is what you shall have. The comm cut. Enemy ships spread out, preparing to strike. The alien mom gripped the controls, panic flooding her veins. We cannot fight them. The human placed a hand on her shoulder. No, but we can endure. And endurance is the beginning of victory. The daughter's eyes shone. Mom, we are not weak anymore. The alien mom looked at her child, standing, alive, unbroken, and felt strength flood her chest. She tightened her grip on the controls. Then let's endure. The small ship turned toward the endless stars, chased by the Empire's fleet. But inside, 3 hearts burned with something no weapon could kill. Hope. The small human ship drifted through the stars, hunted yet unbroken. Behind them, the Empire's warships stretched like a dark sea. Their weapons glowed, their engines thundered. But inside the little vessel, a fire burned that no fleet could touch. The alien mom sat at the controls, her hands steady now. She was no longer the woman who measured life by jewels and titles. She was the woman who had seen her daughter rise from the impossible. She was the woman who had chosen hope over fear. Her daughter stood near the center of the cabin. No chair, no chains. Her legs carried her, step by step, steady and strong. Every step was louder than cannons, sharper than blades. The human stood beside them, calm as always. His voice was quiet, but his words filled the space like thunder. Remember this. They will chase us. They will fight us. But they cannot erase what has already happened. Your daughter walks. That truth is now part of the galaxy. And truth spreads. The alien mom looked at him with burning eyes. You don't understand. The Empire will silence anyone who dares speak of this. They will bury the story. The human shook his head. Stories cannot be buried. They live in whispers, in memory, in hope. The more they try to hide it, the louder it grows. The daughter smiled, her voice small but filled with light. I will walk in front of them all. They will see me and they will believe. The alien mom's chest ached with pride and fear. Her daughter was once fragile as glass. Now she was steel. Suddenly, the ship's sensors beeped. A massive cruiser appeared ahead, larger than anything they had faced before. Its black hull blocked out the stars. The comm crackled. The Empire's commander spoke again. His voice was full of ice. This is your final warning. Surrender the human or you will all be destroyed. The alien mom's hands shook. One ship against a fleet? There was no escape. But the human stepped forward, pressing the comm. His voice was calm, steady, unshaken. You think you can kill us? Then kill us. But know this, you cannot kill the idea. You cannot kill hope. Today a child walks. Tomorrow others will. And when they do, your empire will tremble. The daughter added, her voice ringing like a bell. I am living proof, and you cannot take that away. Silence followed. On the enemy bridge, officers exchanged nervous glances. Soldiers who had laughed at humans now felt unease. A single child was standing against their empire, and somehow they were afraid. The commander growled, "Fire!" Weapons lit up. The alien mom's heart froze. She hugged her daughter tightly. But before the blast could strike, something happened. Other signals appeared on the scanner. Small ships, dozens of them, rising from distant colonies. Civilian vessels, merchant craft, even broken, half-working freighters. They flew between the Empire's cannons and the tiny human ship. The comms erupted with voices. Alien voices. Human voices. Different tongues, united by one cry. She walks. The child walks again. Hope is alive. The alien mom's eyes widened. The story had already spread. The Empire could not contain it. Witnesses, whispers, rumors, they had become truth. The galaxy had seen what was impossible, and now they were protecting it. The commander roared in fury. Fools! You will all be destroyed! But his voice trembled. For the first time, he felt what the human had spoken of. Doubt. The human stood tall, his eyes bright. Do you see now? You fear humans because we are not alone. Hope does not stay with one person, it spreads. You cannot stop it. The alien mom's throat tightened. She looked at her daughter, who was smiling proudly, standing strong before the entire galaxy. She whispered, You are more than my child. Now you are a symbol. The girl squeezed her hand. No, Mom. We are all symbols now. Because of him. She pointed to the human. The alien mom's eyes filled with tears. She had once thought of humans as weak, servants at best. Now she saw the truth. They carried something greater than machines, greater than wealth, something that could topple empires. The Empire's fleet hesitated. Their cannons glowed but did not fire. They faced not just one human, not just one alien child, but an idea that had already escaped their grasp. The human whispered softly, almost to himself, This is the legacy of my kind. Not war, not conquest. Hope. Hope that refuses to die. The alien mom looked at him with